Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. You know who it is, Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, we've got a great, well, you know what, public service announcement. It does help if you actually plug in the cable to make the live stream work. Otherwise, it doesn't, you know, you can't hear anything, and you're wondering why. Well, that's why. We're gonna finally do a professional show. Not today. It's not gonna be today, but we'll do one eventually. One of these days, hopefully. Oh, let me turn that down. It's a little loud. There we are. Hopefully not destroying people's ears right now. Okay, there we are. There we are. Good to see everybody here. Well, nobody here really, but hey, good to have you here nonetheless. If you're listening out there, I hope the live chat is working this time. Otherwise, we've got some work to do. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, let me just double check and make sure that it is. Yes, it is. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. No, there we are. There we are. Yes, indeed. Okay, good. Finally, one of these days, like you said, it's not going to be today, but we are going to do a professional show. All right, where was Bear? I tell you what, you get all twisted and tied up here, just trying to start a show and get things, you know, all these electronics, you know, confuse and confound Bear just a little bit. So, but anyways, got some stuff to talk about. We're gonna kind of start off just a little bit here. Move that back. Move this back. Why are we having so much trouble right at the beginning of the show here? All right, starting off, something a little bit different. You know, we try to branch things out just a touch here. Actually, if you've might have heard on some of Bear's channel or some of the live streams earlier. Actually, the idea behind the channel here originally was actually going to be kind of a tech review show, you know, that sort of deal. And don't really see that many bears reviewing tech stuff, and you know, not too many bears can use them very much, especially today. Yes, indeed. But you know, one of the things Bear tries to keep an eye out, try to look out for, is kind of some new and different stuff here. And one of the things that he saw was just the other day they had the new Apple releases where they release everything. So they're coming out with a new iPad, and actually looks pretty good. Let me see if I can. Oh, of course I covered up. Here, I tell you, we're gonna do a professional show one day. It's not gonna be today, but it will be sometime. All right, let me crank up that beer because because one of the things that Bear actually needs is kind of a second screen. One of the things that he's been looking for is kind of a second screen to kind of help him out with some stuff here. So he doesn't do stupid stuff like that. But anyways, let me click there and click that. Anyways, got the new iPad that's kind of coming out here. And oh, hopefully it doesn't play through here because otherwise that might be loud. No, I don't hear anything. No, I do hear something. Oh, okay. Well, let me just mute this. There we are. There we are. That's how you do it, Bear, on a professional show. Not like what we're doing today. But anyways, one of the things that Bear kind of noticed was the new iPad that came out. And here, let me pause that. The M1 chip. Holy cow! You know, a lot of the things Bear kind of takes. He actually has the first generation iPad Pro. So it's the one that came out probably 5 or 6 years ago. Worked great ever since. You know, didn't really need an upgrade or anything like that. But holy cow, they're putting kind of a desktop class chip in there. And one of the things that Bear wanted to get, let me see if I can play it forward here. Oh, hello, Miguel. Early. Well, I don't know. We started early last time. It's going to be 8 o'clock. Doing it 8 o'clock and live and everything. Yeah, here we go. The freaking display on here is going to be just amazing. So that's kind of one of the things Bear's trying to do is do the HDR stuff now for some of the videos. Some of the nature stuff he's been doing kind of lately is with the HDR, but doesn't have like a display to actually see anything with. So been out there kind of looking for different displays and everything that you can find, and you know, came across what we had here, and like, holy cow! I mean, you can actually have that kind of you find them for like about 1,200-1,500 bucks or so, unless you're out there by the trash can, kind of mauling postmen and everything. But you know, you get kind of one of these things where it's actually got an HDR display. I think it's up to like 1,000 nits. That's pretty crazy. Anyways, I mean, something like that might be kind of something interesting for some of the people out there, especially if you're, you know, it's got the yeah, the Thunderbolt as well. I mean, that's going to be amazing. But you know, if you're out there, you know, doing some of the digital work, drawing and whatnot. I mean, you obviously have the pencil with the stuff here, so I think that would be great for some of the professionals out there that do. There you go. There's the professional. There's the pencil. There's the pencil. It is, but let's see. It is 6:10 p.m. here in Costa Rica. Ah, good old Costa Rica. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I hope you're out there by the beach, enjoying a margarita. Well, not necessarily a margarita. Whatever they're drinking down there in Costa Rica. Ah, enjoying you a. Oh, what was it? Not Dos Equis. No, that's Mexico. But there was a good beer down there from Costa Rica. Anyways, enough of this beer talk. Wanted to just quickly talk about. Let me go back to it. It finished playing. One of these days, Bear. One of these days, we're gonna have a professional show. But anyways, it had the pencil on there, so you can do a lot of the drawing and whatnot. So that would be good for some of the people out there. Ah, you're creative artists and everything. But yeah, I tell you what, for Bear, doing some video and everything. That there's the pencil. There we go. You can do the pencil there. For a display for Bear, I mean this would work great kind of as a second display. Being able to kind of do some of the color corrections and stuff like that with his HDR, plug it in with the Thunderbolt, and holy cow! I mean, some of the stuff. So Bear's, I tell you what, on the fence. He's on the fence about this. I mean, you could put. You can get a nice display, but hell, you can take this one with you. So I don't know. We're gonna keep an eye out for this. Bear may, as they say, pull the trigger on it. I don't know. Is that a triggering word, or is triggering a triggering word? I think it could be. Ah, hello, Anthony. Ah, good to see you. Good to see you here. We're just talking tech stuff for just a couple minutes, kind of vamping here a little bit. Actually, what was on Bear's notes here? Let me go back. Oh, let me try and go back here. Cause let's see, what did he have on Bear's notes? Oh, Mike's new book. Mike has a new book out. Something about crypto. I don't know. Um, I've got stuff on there. I don't want to get into it. It's not. That doesn't interest Bear. So there we are. One of the things that does interest Bear, though, we actually had the other night, kind of a chat on Ethan's channel over there, and they were actually talking about oh, what was his name? Derrick. Let me find it here. Let me find it. Well, I'll just put it up here because it reminded Bear of kind of a comic that he was looking at a while back. It was called The Abductables. Michael Derrick. There we go. Michael Derrick. He kind of came on Uncle Ethan's channel the other night. Let's see. They're kind of talking about some stuff. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but it kind of reminded Bear about the kind of the Abductables. Actually, let me go back here because one of the Bear actually had a review kind of all set and ready to go for gosh, whenever the Abductables came out. What was that? 2019, so a while back. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up here. There we are. There's Bear. Let me get to it here. Enough of this jibber jabber. Just get to the real Bear stuff. There we are. So actually had a review kind of ready to go for the Abductables and everything. So I think this was back when Bear was kind of doing some kind of introductions before he actually did the actual video. Kind of stopped doing that for a while, but anyways, had kind of that ready to go, and kind of was. It was a kind of a complex video, so Bear didn't end up doing the actual review or anything like that. But the chat the other night on Uncle E's channel kind of reminded Bear, hey, I need to kind of jump on it and do a kind of a maybe just kind of a quick review, but do a review of the Abductables. Haven't really talked about it in a little bit, and we'll kind of get into what what's his name was talking about there. Michael Derrick was talking about there a little while back, but yeah. Anyways, just wanted to do a kind of a quick review. Let me get back to it here. Where am I? Where am I, Bear? I'm right here. Right here. Let's see. Get off of that because we're gonna go back to talking about the Abductables here from Uncle Derrick, and kind of a great artist here. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out how you pronounce it, but Ibai, I think it's Ibai Canales. Kind of a really kind of good up and coming artist. He's done Abductables. He's done something from your boy Zach. I didn't get that book, but it was one of the books from your boy Zach. So great artist out there, kind of still coming up and everything. But one that Bears kind of kept his eye on there, and of course Yeah, you had Michael Derrick doing the story for Abductables. It was kind of an interesting little bit here. Let me see if I can get to it here. Let me see if I can kind of get to it here. And nope, you don't click that one. That's the wrong picture. Yeah, that's a picture of beer. So there you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, but it was about. Let me get to it here. It was kind of what it talks about here is an abduction at first. You kind of wake up and oh my god, somebody's being abducted by aliens. Getting the old the probing in the rear and everything, but obviously they picked on the wrong person. It was kind of like a Arnold Schwarzenegger type person. They picked on the wrong person. He kind of wakes up, I suppose, kind of out of his stupor or out of whatever drugs that the aliens kind of give to you, and kind of goes on kind of this crazy, run through the spaceship. He's just kind of fighting all the aliens there. The aliens kind of turn out to be kind of like squishes, and here you kind of have this kind of beast, kind of a Hulk, kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger type character, and he's kind of, what's going on here? I'm gonna beat my way out of it. So he fights all the aliens and everything, and really some fun stuff. Very violent, very violent indeed. Some punches through the gut and everything. Actually, kind of Bear likes all this sort of violent humor. It's some good stuff. At least for Bear. At least for Bear, and just kind of is just blasting his way through the spaceship and everything. It's a really great concept. It was a really kind of fun story. Great concept that he had there. It kind of turned out to be. Let me see if I can get to it here. I couldn't do all the pictures here, so I'm just kind of doing it very quickly. But kind of turns out that spoiler alert for a story from a year and a half, 2 years ago almost. Spoiler alert here, but turns out that the Arnold Schwarzenegger type character was actually kind of a secret agent, a man in black, if you will, a man in the black, and ends up that they were the ones that were kind of abducting the aliens when they came down, like I guess Roswell or something like that. They crash landed, and they're coming for the cows. They're coming for the different farmers out there and everything. So they kind of twist the tables as it were on the aliens, and decide to kind of invade their ship as well. So that was kind of a neat little twist on everything. Turns out the aliens were kind of, I suppose, kind of growing their own kind of super alien to fight. Because they were kind of wimps, so they needed somebody kind of strong. But he was also kind of dumb as well, so they kind of have two kind of strong brutes. They're kind of fighting on the spaceship and everything, and there's some details that Bear's probably forgetting because it's been whatever year and a half, 2 years since he's read this. But very good book, very good book from. Let me go back here. Let me go back here because that would be helpful. No, not that button, Bear, for crying out loud. Professional show one of these days. One of these days. From Michael Derrick and by Canales. Some really good fun stuff there. So if you happen to check it out, that would be something to check out there. Yes, it would. Actually, there was actually a sequel. Apparently, there was a sequel. I think this. Yeah, it was a one shot comic, so Bear was kind of surprised about that. But there was a sequel to this. I don't know how well it did or anything like that. I should probably look that up, but we're gonna not do that right in the middle of a live show. But it ended up having a sequel, and I suppose that's kind of a little bit where the friction kind of came in. I think Michael had some sort of tweets out there that Uncle E was doing his live stream. This is one of the reasons that Bear tries not to read stuff too quickly. Kind of want to have to. Bear's got to think about it for a little bit. The ping pong ball that goes back and forth in Bear's head here. He's got to slow it down just a little bit. So tries not to do everything super live. Although we did the one from Red Rooster the other night, which that was fun. Oh, that was fun. Yes, indeed. But anyways, one of the things that Uncle E was kind of reading during the stream was Michael Derrick's Twitter. And apparently, Michael Derrick had something in there that he was talking about. Actually, it's something that Bear's been talking about on his channel for a little bit. Is you know you have your artist there that, either, I think, yeah, Michael is the writer and Ibai is the, I hope I'm getting that right. Ibai is the artist there. So, they have kind of their own little thing going on, but trying to do fulfillment and shipping and keeping track of stuff. I mean, even some of the best campaigns, cough, cough, even some of the best campaigns might have some trouble in there and everything. So, you know, trying to have sort of a network, a network of people that you can kind of rely on. I guess that's kind of what Comicsgate's all about, but a little bit more in-depth network than just straight backers or I don't know how you'd call this, producers, I guess, backers and artists and everything like that. So there probably needs to be something along the lines of kind of a network that kind of I don't know how you would kind of style it, like a co-op, maybe a cartel, yes indeed. But I think Michael Derrick's point, and he kind of stated it a little bit, kind of it was kind of an ill-stated way of kind of what Bear's trying to struggle with through here, but kind of an ill-stated way. He kind of labeled it as a corporation that was needed. There should be sort of a Comicsgate corporation that handles all that stuff sort of on the back end. And I guess Uncle E's point was that hey, we were trying to get away from that, from the Marvels, from the DCs, from all the big companies and stuff like that. They were trying to get away from that, go out on their own. You kind of think of it. Well, Bear kind of thinks of it as in the way of kind of the movies, but in the movies you kind of have these sorts of idea. Usually it's a French smoking, he's a Frenchman, he's smoking out there. They call him the auteur. The auteur of the film, yes indeed. And usually it kind of boils down to there's a lot of people that kind of go into the makings or the workings of the film. You've got your sound people, or you've got your lighting people, or you've got, your makeup people, or these type of people, or that type of people. Whatever the case is, but usually it kind of falls down into, who is sort of the auteur of the film. What is the artistic, what is the artistic direction of the film? So, you kind of think of this famous example, somebody like a Quentin Tarantino. You've got a whole bunch of people behind the scenes that do a lot of great work, but we always think of it as a Quentin Tarantino type film. So, uh, something along those lines is kind of what Uncle E was kind of talking about there. But I think Michael was he had a great point, but it was misstated just a little bit. So Bear doesn't like to kind of get in the middle of arguments, or first off, it's not Bear's business or anything like that. But otherwise, it just doesn't. You don't really need to involve yourself. But I think Michael had the right sentiment, just the wrong statements going with it. So, yeah, I think something along the lines of where you can kind of maybe go to a printer, and say, hey, I've had this campaign with you before. We sold X number of books. I don't know, 1,000 or something like that. I have 3 or 4 people that I know that maybe we can kind of come together into sort of a kind of a bulk buy, I guess. They're going to be doing different comics and stuff like that, but kind of, from the printer's perspective, an artist coming in every once in a while is a little bit different than having kind of steady work, because sometimes printers have a lot of work, a lot of demand, and then sometimes they have lower demand. So being able to kind of schedule that out on kind of the printer side is kind of a good thing. So being able to go to a printer like that and being able to say, hey, we've got 1,000 books here, and maybe 500 books here, but hey, maybe 1,500 books, 2,000 books here. Kind of come together with a couple different auteurs, as it were, some of the different artists for the different campaigns, and just being able to say, either printing or heck, shipping. Sometimes, I mean, you have stuff where it's coming in from China. So it's coming on over the boat and everything. So maybe you can get a better deal shipping, or maybe over land or something like that. Heck, maybe even something with the post office. You can do something like that. So I think that would be a little bit better way of kind of describing it. I don't know, some sort of like you said, some sort of co-op. I don't know. Every time I think of co-op, I think of some sort of, hippies at the market or something like that. And that's not kind of the right idea. But something like that where individuals can kind of come together, not necessarily a union, not necessarily like a corporation. I mean, nobody wants to run it or anything like that. But I guess the best way to describe it is kind of like this sort of healthcare that is a bad example. But if you get healthcare through your corporation or through whoever you're working for, a lot of the times the insurance is a lot lower if you go in with a group of people rather than trying to do it through just a single individual. You might not be able to have that much leverage as a single individual compared to kind of a group of people. It spreads out the risk. Yes, it does. So that might be the best way to describe it. But I mean, you don't want to be working for the corporation. You just kind of want to be able to kind of come together and as a group and be able to kind of negotiate things rather than trying to do it individually and figure out a way where it can be win-win so people can, you know, lower the costs on the artist and campaign side and also maybe have kind of a steady stream of work for the printers or set them out maybe, I don't know, but something along the lines of the shipping or something like that or one of the things that Uncle E, I didn't understand it, and I don't get into the cost or anything like that, but he was talking about shipping some of his books, or maybe it was all of his books, going through what do you call it? Going through a fulfillment service. It was talking like $10 a box. Holy cow, $10 a box! Beer will do it for 5. Beer will, it seemed very high. It seemed very high to have $10 just for like a single comic or something like that to be fulfilled. Heck, that might be kind of a good business avenue right there, trying to be able to do it for less money or something like that. But so there might be something to do with like the fulfillment campaigns where you can get something like a lower price if you have kind of a steady demand of work. Anyways, I think that might have been a little bit better of a way of describing the situation rather than saying as a corporation and people like Uncle E or who else was on the stream, John Malin or all these people are working for you, and I guess their kind of main point was that hey, we put in the work, we put in the years, all this stuff. I think Shane was talking about not getting credit or not getting maybe paid for some of the work. I think it was credit. I think he was going uncredited for some of the stuff, and putting in the work for all that sort of time and all that sort of stuff. And you don't want somebody jumping in front of the line, as it were. Not that was. I don't believe that was Michael Derrick's point. Is Bear's point, I suppose. I think he meant it more kind of as a general thing and kind of more as a kind of thought exercise than anything else. Yes, indeed. Miguel says, "Hey Bear, can you make a retro comic review of XX Squad comic? I like the TV cartoon, but they never released the comic out of USA. Let's see. Exo Squad. Exo Squad. Alright, I'll have to write that down. Maybe, I don't know, is it online or something like that? I don't know if I have to order it through like eBay or something. It might take a little bit of time. But we'll see. We'll see. P Money, good to have you here. Have you been on long? Let's see, how long have I been on? About half an hour. About half an hour. I was thinking about making it a short stream, but we'll see. We'll see if anybody kind of jumps in and says hello. But yeah, anyways, that was kind of the idea of everything. Let's see. Abai Canales, isn't that the Iron Sights? Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Well, I do believe. I didn't get that book, but I think that was your boy Zach. I think that was him. Yeah, actually, let me go back to it. One of the things that we did a review of the Abductables. It had been very long since Bear got this book and didn't end up doing a review of it, so I felt kind of bad about it. But anyways, one of the things that Bear noticed was let me get out of it. Well, I can leave that up. Was the print stock that he used on there. So it was kind of that sort of newspaper, I guess, print stock that he had on there. A lot of the not that it wasn't detailed or anything like that, but if you really kind of zoomed in, let me see if I can kind of. Oops, not move that. Move. No, don't. Oh, for Christ's sake, Bear. We'll do a professional show, just not today. It just won't be today. All right, why am I clicking on a whole bunch of different things? I just want the one thing. I just want the one thing. I just want it to work. For once, bear. I tell you what. Anyway, so a lot of the sort of, I guess, I don't know what you call it, the sort of newspaper kind of print detail that it kind of comes with. So it's got a lot of the, I don't know what you could describe it, the sorts of bubbles or the sort of round look to it. Get it a little bit closer there where you can kind of see that sort of detail. But anyways, a really kind of interesting comic. I forgot this was in black and white. It actually comes out really good. It kind of comes out as kind of a 1950s kind of vibe to it. So that was really kind of cool. Really kind of cool there. So there we go. Nice little look of a Arnold Schwarzenegger type punching an alien through his chest. Ah, gluck, gluck. Ah, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Ah. So, anyways, we kind of reviewed the Abductables. It had been a little bit, and let me go back here. Grrrr. So, yeah, Ibai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I'm pronouncing it Ibai. Canales. Yeah, did some really good stuff. Abductables. Like I said, iron sights. Um, some other stuff that Bear would definitely recognize, but can't quite remember it right off the tip of his I don't know how the forehead, I suppose. The tip of his forehead. So, anyways, can he put his hands through humans too? Or yeah, so the kind of theme of the Abductables was, it kind of twisted the alien abduction trope. So the aliens were really kind of flimsy, kind of weak, and and the abductee was kind of this strong sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger brute type. So yeah, he was. Well, I'll go back. I'll show some of the great work that he does here. Let's see. There he is, getting abducted, and wakes up there, and then just sort of goes on a rampage, just kind of just blasting through all these people. And that was the really big one, but that was another page there. It takes a while for Bear to resize this stuff, so he's not gonna go through that. But yeah, just I mean, the whole thing is just the abductee just going through the alien spaceship and just blasting on aliens. They come to find out that it was a government, of course, a government plot all along. Let me see if I can get rid of all that stuff. And basically they had abducted the aliens, and the humans were trying to steal all their secrets and everything, and they sent up a I don't know how you describe it, kind of a Trojan horse, I guess, Trojan Arnold, up to the spaceship there, and and hijinks ensue. Hijinks ensue. Yes, indeed. All right, so yeah, they're pretty soft, I suppose, and pliable. I suppose if Bear ever got loose out on a spaceship, maybe he would he would do the same thing. Yes. You gotta say when you take a drink. Otherwise, people don't know. Let's see. The poor aliens just wanted to probe him. Well, they can prove him too. Yeah. That was kind of the theme, is they were, you know, they were probing the people to kind of figure out how to get stronger and everything. So, anyways, it was an interesting story. They apparently came out with a sequel. Bear had no idea. It was not on Bear's radar, as it were. So, I don't know how well it did. Maybe it's still in demand. We'll have to check that out. But, anyways, I suppose where you kind of came in, P Money, is there was kind of a dust up between Michael, Derrick, and Uncle E. They were talking about kind of different ways, different approaches to different approaches to kind of I suppose fulfillment and shipping and stuff like that. I think Michael kind of got the right idea, but the wrong sort of way of talking about it. He was he was talking about the corporation. His implication was different, but he was talking about the corporation. I think Uncle Lee thought that, he was trying to basically take over Comicsgate or something like that. And I don't think that was the issue at all. I think it was kind of misread on the spot, as it were. Sometimes you do the live streams, and you kind of go down an avenue, and you hadn't had time to think about it clearly or something like that. Kind of like tonight's show. kind of slapdash, kind of put together and everything, but that's all right. That's all right. We kind of power through it and take care of everything. So let me click on that. Oh, that's the wrong one. But anyways, there's beer. Kind of reviewing graveyard shift. Spit it out, beer. I tell you what. So anyways, I think we were gonna. I don't know. That was kind of the only other thing was Mike's new book, and I was kind of the Bit Boy, was that the name of it? Bit Boy. I kind of saw something real quick, and it was like, okay. We can take over CG. I can't take over CG. Yes you. Can I take over CG? Of course you can. We're all taking over CG. That's the thing. I think again the pendulum kind of swings back and forth. It starts out as kind of a critic or fan-led movement, and kind of swung towards the artist side. They kind of bring in a lot of eyeballs and everything. And I think now that people have had books out, and of course Bear's reviewing them, it kind of swings back the other way a little bit. So yeah, I would hope that kind of the customers, as it were, not consumers, the customers out there, that the backers out there, are a little bit more kind of I want to say discriminating, but very I guess a little bit more knowledgeable and a little bit more, I guess you say, picky, I suppose, about how they choose the comics and everything. Kind of the deal. I don't know. We all like Mike and everything. I want to support him and everything, but I don't know the Bitcoin, the Bitboy coin, or something like that. And they just got the thing with the sword guy and Bitboy. These are two books I'm not really kind of that interested in. Yeah, a crypto comic character I'm not sure about. I don't even know how to begin to. I guess it's like the Matrix. Let's just call it the Matrix. So a BitBoy is kind of inside the crypto thing, and battling evil inside the crypto space, maybe. And I have no idea. I have no idea how that would work. I saw maybe a minute or two of something that he was talking about, and I kind of zoned out. Was thinking about salmon. Delicious salmon. Yes, indeed. Hello, Marco for Anthony. Hello, how are you? Let's see. But that's probably just me. I missed something. I think you had the right word the first time. I don't know which word that was, but I know. I all Bear's words except for the ones that he stumbles upon. Even the ones that he stumbles upon are generally the right word. Yes, they are. But that's just me. Well, it's Bear too. All right, let's see. But if anybody's going to do it, like makes the most sense. I don't know. I would kind of let's see. Who would do a good BitBoy comic? Let's see. I have no idea what BitBoy would be about. Andrew Huerta. I mean, I mean, might as well. Heck, might as well. Let's see. Who else? Who else would do a good? Who else would do a good BitBoy comic book? Let's see. Let's see. You would want to go Aaron Lepresti. Okay, you would want to go the total opposite direction of kind of the sort of angles and lines and bits and zeros and all that sort of stuff. You'd want to go much more organic and natural. So make it completely opposite of what you would think it would be. So Aaron Lepresti. Andrew Huertas. I guess. Let's see. So let's see. Oh, somebody watched. P-Money watched Mortal Kombat for the first time. 7 minutes. Amazingly, my wife is even more excited Than me. That's the new one, right? The one with the MMA guy. Gosh, I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, I think that was a good idea to kind of put actual people who can actually fight instead of what was her name? Oh gosh, who was the hot chick in the last one? Was it Bridget Nielsen? Was it Bridget? No, what is it? Oh my goodness. Anyways, so yeah, I think the new one would be good, but once again, beer doesn't get what is that? Netflix? Who does it? Or Amazon? If it's on Amazon, maybe beer gets it. But anyways, let's see. Well, good deal, good deal. I want to hear some good reviews of some new movie. Holy cow, new movies that are coming out. Gosh, was Mortal Kombat coming out in the theaters? I forget. If it was coming out in the theaters, I think we need to go see it. You know what? Bear had an idea the other day. I don't know how well this will go over, but I think it's been about 100 days since the whole stuff with the Asterix guy and everything. So Bear was thinking maybe kind of the 1st of May. The 1st of May kind of it has that sort of great delineation point there where we're just coming out to spring and everything in the summer. I think it would be great for just one day to kind of have oh let's see if YouTube will allow me to say it here, but a mask-free May 1st. Just go without the whole day without a mask on May 1st. I think that would be a great idea, and I think that would be a great idea if Mortal Kombat was in the theaters for Beer to go. To go see Mortal Kombat in a beautiful air-conditioned theater. Sans mask, just for one day. Just for one day. What is the harm? What is the harm? And then you can go May 2nd and wear 2 masks, just to make up for it, I suppose. All right, let's see. Marco for Anthony is not thrilled at all with my choices. For BitBoy, artist, of course not. Aaron, maybe. Well, I don't know. I mean, who would you pick? Who would you people pick? I don't know. I would say Kyung Lee, but I would say him for just about anything. Just about anything. Let's see. Who would be a good one? Let's see. This beer takes a drink. A well-deserved drink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know anything about BitBoy, so I wouldn't be able to tell. I know he is probably a boy, and he's made out of bits. So there you are. I don't know how a crypto comic would work because well, quite honestly, I don't really know how crypto works. So there would be that. Caution, make it anime. That's a good choice. A good choice. I think you would have to have like a team up though. It couldn't just be BitBoy. I don't know. Would BitBoy be the sidekick? Let's see. Wouldn't be Crypto Guy and BitBoy. That would be kind of silly. Let's see. It would be. How would that work? How would that work? Something, something man and BitBoy. Let's see. Crypto Man and BitBoy. I don't know. Oh, Bear's just thinking. This is why we don't think out loud on live streams because you never know where it's gonna go. Let's see. Make it an anime. That's true. Maybe the other Matt that loves peanut butter and Satoshi. BitBoy and Satoshi. There we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it. BitBoy and Satoshi. Of course, when Bear first saw that, he was thinking of it was some sort of Japanese dish or something like that. Yes. All right. Yes. But no. He's the one who invented Bitcoin, right? Or came up with the white paper. He might not even be a real person. You know what? It could be a bear. Whoever invented what was it? Bitcoin. It could actually be an animal. Might not even be a real human being. Or could be a super intelligent AI. We never know. BitBoy and Satoshi. I like that though. Oh, we need to TM that. We need to get on that before anybody else does. Let's see. I keep wondering. Superboy had a dog named Crypto, and now BitBoy has a last name Crypto. Coincidence? Oh yes, yeah. I keep wondering. Superboy. Oh yeah. Superboy had a dog named Crypto, and now the BitBoy. His last name. TM. That's right. Satoshi. No, how would it go? It would go BitBoy and Satoshi? Or would it go Satoshi and BitBoy? I'm trying to figure out because is BitBoy the main character or is BitBoy kind of like the sidekick? Or is it like a mismatched, sort of late 70s, early 80s sort of buddy cop sort of bit, you know, Satoshi is the old grizzled crypto whatever, and BitBoy is the new upcoming, Satoshi only got one day to retirement, and BitBoy, he's the wild one, crazy. I don't know. I don't know. So they could be kind of you could kind of have the sort of the sort of buddy cop sort of buddy. I don't know. Would they even be? I guess you would have regular bits and then super bits. So you'd have to have like a super. I don't know. God, it honestly it makes Bear's mind hurt. Bear wasn't even going to talk about BitBoy. He was like, all right, let's skip past that. I don't even understand it. And now like sand, like a whole bunch of sand is just being thrown up into Bear's. Like you have the gears and sort of the head there, and it's just like here's some sand. Here's some sand for it. I tell you what, TM mine. No, no, no. See, this is the buddy cop. We gotta at least split it halfway. At least split it half. If we're going to be stealing this from Mike, we can at least share halfway. I think. What do they say? There's complete honor among thieves. I mean, if you don't have honor among thieves, then what do you have? What do you have? Ruth just asked. Oh my gosh, that went down the wrong pipe. Ruth just asked. So Bear likes to wear a costume and pretend to be a bear. I said, how dare you not think he's a... How dare you? How dare you, sir? Ma'am. Well, we won't judge. It's 2021, but how dare you? How dare you? No, listen. Look. Oh, yeah, okay. I got it up there on stream right there. There's Bear. There he is right there. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, does that look like a costume? No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, look, Bear's got eyes. You wouldn't see the eyes if it was a costume. Crying out loud. No, this is a very unprofessional live stream with a bear, of course. I mean, you wouldn't listen. This may be YouTube's #1 review show by a bear, but it's also not a professional show because it's run by a bear. I tell you. So, anyways, Bear's not a bear. His world is ruined. I've been lied to my entire life. Oh, Marco 483. No, of course not. Of course not. It's a real bear. I mean, struck by lightning. Can speak English. I mean, of course. That's Bear's origin story. I mean, he wouldn't lie to you people. Let's see. All right, and Bear has holes in their dog. Well, that was a tragic accident. Tragic accident one time. Bear was trying to eat too much salmon. It's just, it's hard to get to the doctor. Hard to get to a doctor when you're a bear. Yes, it is. And of course, I mean, it doesn't show on there, but is missing claw. I mean, that hurt. Holy cow, that hurt. Time to have midlife crisis. Yes, indeed. Well, this show has completely veered off tracks. It's the train has crumbled off the tracks, has fallen off to the side, has started a fire. The bus full of nuns and orphans crashes into it, and of course you've got the firemen that come out and instead of putting water in the fire truck, they accidentally put gasoline in there instead. So they're trying to put out the fire, and instead it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and all the nuns and orphans. And then you have the clown circus comes through, and they hit into the flaming train, and it's only a little small car, like a little VW car, but you've got got all the clowns coming out of it on fire. You know, it's kind of funny for a minute, but then it gets really horrible, especially the smell that kind of comes off of there. And you know, I mean, it's just that's the. We had a professional stream, and it just it just died. It just died. All right, let's see. I'm drunk already, but I'll drink some more if you like. Oh well, that's great. Oh, that's great. That's terrific. Let's see. Oh, okay. You want to go out for drinks afterward? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, I hope you guys bond over that. I hope you guys bond over that. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Train indeed. More is fine. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. All right, we can get off of that. We can just get back to our nice little picture that we had up here. Bear thought he had up, but instead have a picture of. I mean, you know, of course you gotta have a picture of yourself. Otherwise, why have a live stream? I mean, you know, for crying out loud. It's all about the looks and everything. Let's see. Shoot, I didn't have work. If I didn't have to work a big practical exam tomorrow, I'd drink with you. Oh, that's great. That's great, Marco for Anthony. I'm sure you'll find a way to drown your sorrows some other way. I tell you what, I mean, you know, when Bear first started the stream, he didn't realize that certain people's reality was just going to crumble from underneath them. I mean, that's one of the things. Actually, you know what? There was the kind of the whole thing that got the whole topic started here with the stream was Bear was actually listening to Uncle Lee's. I think he had his third anniversary. So congratulations, Uncle Lee. And you know what? I mean, you know, you come to Bear's channel. You know, might not be the thousands and thousands of people, but you know, it's who watches the stream. And apparently, Uncle Lee was watching because he did the exact same Predator story that Bear did. So, congratulations, Uncle Lee. You know, that's all right. You know, Comics Bear is kind of the oh, what would you call it here? Kind of the prep work for the rest of Comicsgate. You know, just have the show prep for the rest of Comicsgate. You come here, you find out, you know, all the great stories, all the different stuff that's going along. I mean, you know, some of it's scatological humor, but hey, what can you do? I'm a bear for crying out loud. Unless you're Marco for Anthony, and then your entire world has crumbled. Um, down is up, left is right. You know, cats and dogs are living together. It's just a horrible place. It's just a horrible place. All right, let's see. I probably will. I'm most likely to be for sure. The drive-in. I made out with a girl at a drive-in. We tried to all night. Stop pressuring me if she rejected me. I'm so sorry. Everybody's having a freaking midlife crisis tonight. Bear started out just talking about the new iPad. I think it's going to be pretty neat, and then you know it just gets veered on at the train. The poor clowns, the poor orphans, and it's just. I, there's a professional show in here somewhere. I'm sure if we can kind of edit it down to maybe, you know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. There's probably a good amount of professional work in there somewhere. But yeah, the show tonight, I swear, it just emotional ups and downs. What can you do? Emotional breakdowns for everyone. Listen, this isn't Oprah. Come on now. Come on now. This isn't Oprah. But anyways, before I don't know. I think they're gonna be doing a drawn and quartered tonight. Like I said, I just saw a very brief little bit with Mike's channel. So hopefully, I think it's his mom. I hope she's doing well, and hopefully things are back to normal. Be good to see him on the stream there. So let's see. Of course, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't want to go there for a second, but okay, yeah, there we go. I looked like something different out of the corner of Beard's eyes. So yeah, that kind of got what started the evening tonight was hey, I need a better second screen to be able to see some of the stuff. And so anyways, picking out the new iPad, and we'll see about it. We'll see about it. But other than that, I tell you what, you know. This Bear's gonna go to school, try to learn some professionalism, how to do a professional show because you know this is probably probably, case one for unprofessional streams. But that's all right. That's what we come here for. Is you have one thing that you're gonna have in mind, and then it just goes completely different. That's why the sports ball, they play the game. That's why when Bear comes on to do a live stream, you never know. You never know. The wild stream, as it were. Yes. Tonight on Dr. Bear, we're going to talk about. Talking about. Well, it's usually Maury, so, we're going to have the test results come in. We're going to find out, is this your baby? Tonight on Dr. Bear. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, Cletus. This is your baby. Dun, 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 dun. Then Cletus, starts throwing chairs and, she ain't my baby mama, blah, 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 blah. The 300 pound, she a little bit bigger than Bear, she's backstairs. He don't love me, he don't love me. That would be a great, I don't even know if Maury's still on, but, I can take it back. Let's see, Bear going to school, you're not going to eat the other classmates are. Well, no guarantees, My girlfriend was a balloon, how dare you say that? I don't know, it's like crypto, once we started talking about crypto, it just kind of goes. It just goes. Bear reels it in, and then just crash once again. I tell you. Yes, we're gonna go to school. I'm gonna eat as many pupils as we can, and I suppose eat everybody in class, and then watch the YouTube video on how to be professional. I think that would be the professional thing to do. I think it would. All right. Alright, enough of this jibber jabber. What is it, about an hour? It's close enough to be about an hour. Yes, it's going down. It's going down like Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't know how Bitcoin's doing. Who knows? And honestly, who cares? The only good one is Salmon Coin, so you gotta check that one out. Alright, fine, we're talking about important things. He went there. P-Money says, bring back sushi. Sushi, like many things, is always in our heart. Sushi is always in our heart. It's sometimes in our belly, but in this particular case, in our hearts. We will never forget the great memories that we had with a dog that was trying to bite off our main character's face. Yes, indeed. I tell you what. So there we go. I mean, it's like an atomic bomb. Okay, so the train has crashed. The fire is being expanded upon by the firemen. The clown car comes in, and the clowns are all filing out. We get a good laugh for a minute, and then really start to cry even more because of the orphans and of course the nuns as well. Well, now the atomic bomb just comes in and just there it is. Justice for sushi. Yes, indeed. Hashtag justice for sushi. Yes. Yes, indeed. Bear will never live that down. Probably would never let to be lived down. How do we say that? I would never live that down. Or never let to be lived down. Or something to that. Again, professional. We've got to gotta think these things through sometimes to have a professional show. But there we go. Not tonight. Never tonight, because it just doesn't work that way. Well, one thing before Bear goes, I think we're going to get, because I saw it, I did. Let me see, well, I don't want to bring it up. Might dox Bear once again, but I saw it on the email that, I think that we're going to be getting, Monster MD coming in. Hopefully before Saturday, hopefully before next show. So, trying to figure out, if we don't have too much content that show. We always got great content. Don't listen to what Bear just said, but might do a live box opening. Might want to try that instead of doing the regular box opening and just putting it up. Might want to think about doing it if it comes in on time. We'll see. We will see. You never know about the post office. Let's see. Sushi equals an atomic bomb. I'll have to remember that. Yes, indeed. Well, probably in some sushi restaurants. Time for litigation for cost. related to trauma and all the counseling I needed afterwards. I mean, I tell you what, Marco, I, every time he comes here, it's just a earth-shattering, experience. I mean, Bear tries to tend to have kind of, a fun show, but just kind of a normal show. Who knew that it would be such, such drama in the stream? All right, let's see. Nice stream. Hey, good to see you again, Miguel. I hope you had a nice drink while you're enjoying the beautiful Costa Rica sunset. Ah, yes, that would be great. Let's see now. We didn't scare you off. I hope not. I hope not. We were talking early in the stream, so Miguel kept Bear busy, and somehow Bear managed to not shatter his earthly conceptions of everything. So, oh, for Jim. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we always do this. It's gym time, so I don't know. Maybe that's why we should do it. Maybe an hour earlier or an hour later for Miguel next time. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Actually, Bear thought he was doing it a little bit. I don't know, on time, I suppose. Trying to do it around 8 o'clock, but everybody's got different times. Different times in different places. All right, let's see. Hopefully, for Bear, there are some good lawyers in the woods. No, Bear would defend himself. No, Your Honor, this whole thing is out of order. Hopefully for Bear, there are some good lawyers in the woods. A pretty open and shut case with all the evidence on your channel. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. We need to delete everything. Alright, we're deleting the stream after it ends. Pending litigation from Marco for Anthony for, I wouldn't even say years. Gosh. We haven't even been doing the live stream for that long. Maybe, for weeks of weeks of trauma that he's endured. Yes, indeed. Let's see. It's probably my leg day. My least favorite day. Yes, indeed. Bear enjoys the curls. You gotta have some upper body strength for Bear, because you slash, you grab, you rip in half. You gotta have a little bit of upper body strength. But you know what? Bear always tries to, especially for the stream here, use his strongest muscle in his body. That's right. I'm talking about the brain muscle. That's right. All right. It's already on the interwebs. It's archived. Oh, gosh darn it. That's one of the things that Bear needs to get around to is starting up. Oh, what do they do? The Odyssey or the BitChute? Oh, we were talking about BitBoy. Maybe he's on BitChute. Do something like that. Pardon me. Tried to look into that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I wasn't super impressed. The Rumble was one. Rumble is not for Beer. At least not for today. So you need to kind of get around to doing something like that. Trying to figure out, kind of as a more necessarily a backup than anything else. I mean, not necessarily. I think that if you're gonna be in the game, I think you might as well be on YouTube. I know there's a lot of issues with it, and a lot of people are kind of jumping stream. I don't think it's a bad idea to do both. I think it's great to do both. But yeah, if you want to be in the game, if you want to be kind of in it to win it, I suppose. Yeah, I think this is where you got to be, at least to make a stand. If nothing else, to make a stand. So, all right, let's see. But there was Europe, where you could go 2 steps without running into an awesome running trail. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got a bunch of bike trails around here, so it's like it's like delivery for Bear. He just runs through the woods. It was just kind of cut through the woods and everything. So Bear just kind of waits until he hears that zzz, the bicycle coming by. Grrrrr, and well, I tell you what, one of the bad things, other than the nylon and this kind of stretchy, kind of weird, bicycle. What is it? Sort of the bicycle attire that they have, where it kind of looks like a swimsuit, but it's not a swimsuit. You kind of look like an alien, kind of be honest with you. But it's all kind of bright and all this other stuff. And then they got the just aerodynamic helmet and everything. It's just kind of So you get through all that, and it's really lean meat. Not a lot of fat there. So I don't know. Bicycle is it's nice delivery, but it's kind of like Chinese food. You eat a bicyclist and, you're hungry again in an hour. So, a little stringy too. A little stringy too. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yep, did a lot of biking too. One of the things about bicyclists though is, if the bicyclist can get around you, it's really hard to chase after them. You get some interesting screams as they're running away, but after a while, it gets done chasing. It's not that great of a meal. Like you said, like Chinese, um, so yeah, hit or miss, and not too many fortune cookies in there as well. So, all right, let's see. A lot of biking, all that stuff, all that great stuff. I think, yeah, we're about an hour. Holy cow! We barely made it to the very end of the show. It nearly crashed upon impact, but the wreckage of the crash 747. There's a couple people that are able to get out on the wing and flee the flaming wreckage. As it is consumed by all the fire and all the kind of like the one out there in what was it, San Francisco, where they had the airplane land and it landed safely. Everybody got out fine, but like the fire department came in and like ran over 3 people. So kind of something like that might happen. As you think you're out. You finally made it out of the flaming wreckage of the plane crash, and then of course the fire truck hits you. Easy come, easy go, I suppose. So, well, but finally made it to the end of the stream here. I hope so. Of course, a whole bunch of chats at the end here. Let's see. Had a good hybrid bike for a street and going through the woods. Oh, there you go. There you go. Eating bicyclist. You need to eat more weightlifters. That's true. Not that I have. Well, you, you, you gotta pick on the humans that are a little bit smaller than you. You don't ever want a fair fight. Although bear doesn't shy away. But kayakers and bicyclists, that's kind of bear's range and postman. All right, let's see. Technically, everyone lifts their own body weight, so that's true. That's true. Well, except for your legs. I suppose you don't lift your legs. So, I don't know. I don't know how that works out. I don't know how it works out, but you know what? I know how this works out, and it finally ends here. Oh my goodness. We will do a professional show one of these days. It's not going to be today. Thankfully it's all over, but it'll be someday. Let's see. Smoker reminds me of the ending of the screenplay, and Sushi not being there. Yeah. So we'll leave it on that. We'll leave it on that great note. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Really enjoy you. Good to see Miguel. Well, not necessarily good to see Marco for Anthony. He's having a nervous breakdown, but, the medication will help that out. The medication will help that out, and, you know what? Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better the next time. We'll see. You never know. We're going to be doing this, hopefully again, Saturday. 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock. Maybe make it a little bit later for Miguel. We'll see, but, it'll be doing that. So until next time, people, thank you, P-Money. Take care to you too. So until next time, grrrr.